Hi, my name is Binks, and you're tuned in to Binks Radio TV.
안녕하세요. All right, so this is episode 2. And this is called Hangry. So this segment is literally what it means. It's me, angry and hungry. So I'm fond of a lot of things, and one of them is food. I usually cook dinner or lunch for my family, but sometimes I experiment with food that we have at home. For today's segment, I'll be showing you how I made our Korean dinner from scratch. Except for the fish cakes, of course. I don't know how to make that. I store bought that. We actually had this Korean dinner tonight, and I was supposed to make a different video today, but yeah, the food that we had today was just delicious. Gusto ko pa kumain, pero of course, wala na siya. Ubus na siya. So the 4 dishes that I'll be doing, or I'll be showing to you guys would be bulgogi beef strips, stir-fry fish cakes, tagamoyaki, and bibimbap. So I don't know if this is authentic or whatnot, how I made the bibimbap, or if I did the right thing, or I can't say it's authentic, yun na lang. I can't really force that you guys try this. There's a lot of things that you can do when making these dishes, but I only recommend what I did today. So, yeah. First up is to prep all of your ingredients. So, please take note though, most of the videos being shown in this video was edited through my Oppo phone, Reno 4, which has a built-in editor that can chime in some effects for the video and the sound effects. So, okay, here we go. So, all right. So the first one is the fish cake stir fry. So for prepping, make sure that it's usually sold in sheets. So it may be this big, or it could be by strips like this small. In case you're wondering, it's cheap. It's less than 200 pesos. There's a lot of stores that you can go to buy them. There's in Korean markets. And then there's also Shopwise, Robinsons. There's Korean sections now in the on the frozen section. So good. With the supplies that I bought today, it's all coming from a store here in Pasita. It's just in Pasita Avenue. It's called Anyong. A couple actually owns them. So yeah. Okay. So in prepping, I had to cut it in small bits and pieces because it's kind of hard to eat it in big pieces. So yeah, I had to cut it. And you actually need a little bit of garlic when making this fish cakes. So in the next video, this is where I'm gonna cook it. I used a little bit of soy sauce and a bit of sugar and water. So I hope it helps. You can see it on the video. So yeah. this is a finished product. I hope it's gonna be on the screen when I edit this. So yeah, I have no editing skills right now. It's just putting in titles or whatnot, sounds and everything. So yeah. Okay. All right. So the next would be the tamagoyaki. So again, this is just basic eggs and cheese. In the prepping video is next, or the prepping video is next, technically. I used 4 eggs and a cup of grated cheese. For the next clip, that's the cooking part of the tagamoyaki. The only problem that I have is I really had a hot pan. So if you can see it, it's kind of burnt, but it tastes really good. It's fluffy because I put milk in it and a little pinch of salt and pepper. So yeah, it's to flip and roll. That's the key to making a good tagamoyaki. And also not so hot of pan. So the other reason why it's burning is because of the cheese. I put a lot of cheese in there. So yeah, it kind of looks burnt, but it's just fluffy and delicious, promise. The next dish is the bibimbap. Again, I mentioned in the start of this video is that I don't think everything I did was authentic, especially this bibimbap. If you remember or if you watch Korean novellas or Korean movies, they put in a lot of things in the bibimbap and just mush it together with plastic gloves, and you can just eat it immediately. Um, they use a lot of vegetables, so I use for today is spinach, small mushrooms, carrots, uh, toge or bean sprouts, and what else? A lot of samjang or gochujang sauce. So yeah, that one, and of course just a little bit of garlic and onions. Yeah, you'll see it. So the trick is everything should be cooked first before putting in the rice. You'll see the next clip wherein I just put everything in the pan and just yeah, I did that. Yeah, if you watch Korean novellas, is they actually pre-make or heat up or steer or I mean sear their vegetables first before they putting in the pan of rice and everything, and then you just pour in sauces and sauces of things and sesame oil, and then you just stir fry everything, but without being on the pan. In my case, I actually put it in a pan. I got it heated up and mixed it all together. It looks like fried rice, but it's actually bibimbap. And of course, certainly not the least, this is the Bulgogi beef strips. So, we've been buying beef strips in supermarkets for quite a while since my mom and I kind of like Korean food. And of course, I'm salamat. uh, the only thing though, it's kind of pricey and it's kind of hard to find strips or like bacon strip beef like they sell in samgyeopsal. So it's a good thing that the Korean store has one of those, like all strips of beef and pork and everything. So yeah, if you can find either bacon cut or what's that called? Um, a sukiyaki cut. Yeah, so they kind of use that kind of cut in shabu shabu or something. But the only problem is there's two kinds of sukiyaki cuts. One is like bacon strips, and one that has or is lean meat, as in it has no fats at all. It won't even bring out the fat from the beef. So you make sure that you get the bacon cut type of sukiyaki. Now I can only show you the part where I flip the beef because the moment that I finished cooking, I ended up serving it and there was not enough to take a picture of. So I can only show you a picture of what I ate. So I added kimchi and radishes and everything's on the bowl. So yeah. All right, so that's the second episode. It's my PG moment or patay go to moment. So yeah, there's a lot of so. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for watching episode 2, Hangry. So I'll see you soon. Bye bye.